Yo, what's goody, family? It's your boy Zenkai Boosted back here for KPL Week 1 against Mr. TJP, but actually not quite. So we actually had a situation arise where TJP could not play the game due to scheduling conflicts, so I ended up getting the forfeit win against him, so I got a 3-0 for Week 1, unfortunately. But we are playing against my boy SkyRetro Alpha, of course, one of the mods for KPL and UNPL as well. We decided to just recreate a battle, just kind of play it out with the team as a mock, and just so I can give you guys some content. So here we go. So we're going to lead off with Gardevoir leading off right here, just because I figured if he's leading the sticky web offense and he has like stun spore, sleep powder, I want to trace its shield dust so it doesn't do too much damage to me. So I want to get some chip off break. The focus sash on this Rabombi right quick. We're hopping right into the match. Sorry about that, guys. I kind of recorded late, so that's how it goes. But you know what? It is what it is. So I'm just feeling like I can click the side shock here as he attempts to get sticky webs. Of course, we do have Iron Treads in the back ready to sort of just go in, right? Like with the rapid spin and get rid of this thing. So we do get the side shock. It does good damage, about 75%. Give or take. It does get the sticky web off. Again, not a problem. We don't have boots on the treads, unfortunately, so we will be -1 speed coming out. But I'm Scarf Gardevoir. I'm here to just kind of click buttons here and try to trick the Scarf onto something that doesn't want the Scarf, right? So, of course, Rabombi's going to swap out. I'm expecting the Solgaleo to come here, which is exactly what comes out. This thing is a threat. It's a big old, well, not that big. I mean, Solgaleo looks kind of small in there. There's some mons that look huge, and there's some mons that look really small in this. And Solgaleo is one of them that just doesn't look that big to me. So, I don't really have the best switch-ins to this. I do have a semi-physically defensive Samurott here that can actually eat a Sunsteel Strike, which I assuming is what he's going to go for right now. I don't want to just go for a super effective move on this thing unless I know it can kill, because Solgaleo just loves to be bulky and run weakness policy plus agility / flame charge shenanigans, and I don't want to get swept by this thing. So he does go for the Sunsteel Strike here. We should be able to resist. But let's still take a good hefty amount of damage. Like, that did solid chunk, I'm not gonna lie, but we ate that pretty well, better than almost anything on the team. So I'm gonna go for a Swords Dance here because I know we can take another Sunsteel, and I don't think this thing can touch me too much. I mean, it might have Earthquake or something, but you know what, we're gonna risk it because I feel like I can go SD and a Sucker Punch and do a lot of damage, right? And yeah, it does leave us in the red, but Sucker Punch should be able to outspeed in the next turn, so I feel like this is a decent enough play. Like, again, I wasn't taking this battle super seriously because, like I said, it was just a mock-up of the actual battle that was supposed to happen. Unfortunately, TJP couldn't play, and but I still wanted to give you guys some content, you know what I'm saying? So I figure I'm just gonna go for the Sucker Punch here. He might be expecting to give him my SD play, but I'm just gonna go for it anyway, just because why not? If I can get some good damage on this, I mean, I feel like it may not kill even at +2, but we are max attack Samurott, so who knows? Goes out to Avalugg, which is, I mean, it's a fair play. It's a fair play. This thing's really, really physically defensive, so we can't really do too much damage to it. But I figure as long as this thing is out here, I'm gonna go for the Ceaseless Edge. Of course, this is Terra Ghost Avalugg, one of the Terra captains on TJP's team. So he very well could just Terra it on this turn, and then Ceaseless will do a lot much more damage, but opts not to Terra, which is smart on my opponent's part, and that does a huge chunk at +2. Not as much as you expect, but given that's an Avalugg, bro, like, that took a big damage. So Avalanche is going to pick off Yakuza here, unfortunately, but he did his job, got the spikers up, so I should break any potential focus sashes in the back, unless I think he's going to have a spin. I think I want to go immediately into Gardevoir here, and just kind of prevent this thing from you know, from clicking rapid spin, because I mean, I could go Quasar here, the Dawn Wings, but I'm Choice Scarf, and I don't want it to be -1 speed, of course. Choice Scarf on Gardevoir is fine, just because it'll be a neutral speed right now, and I want to trick it away into this thing anyway, or potentially trick the weakness policy off the Solgaleo if it comes out. So I feel like that's just what I'm going to go for here. I don't want this thing to click spin. We do get the Sticky Web drop, unfortunately, so we're just at neutral speed, which is fine. We do trace Sturdy, though, so we can't get knocked down in one hit, which is kind of pog. So I'm going to go for the trick here. It's just either trick this thing into one move or trick the weakness policy off the Solgaleo, which will make it much more easier to deal with, in my opinion. I'm just assuming it's weakness policy. Almost every Solgaleo player runs weakness policy or boots or Shuka. Either one of those will be fine, because, I mean, if I take boots, it's not taking spikes damage, but obviously, we're going to see here if it does swap in and takes damage, it's not going to be boots. If it's Shuka, then Iron Treads deals with it so much better. And if it's weakness policy, it's no longer that much of a threat, because Treads can 1v1 that thing pretty easily. So we do get the lefties off of this thing, as he does click the Avalanche here and does good damage. Like, Avalanche's got good attack, man. But we do get Lefty's recovery here, of course, and it's now locked into the avalanche, so we can go ahead and click like a free thunderbolt here. Again, not shadow ball, just because I don't want to get that Solgaleo in and just get a free weakness policy boost and sweep my team, because that would be insane if that happened. And we're gonna play around that Solgaleo as best as we can, right? Maybe I'm being a little too cautious about it, but I mean, it's fine. It's better to be safe than sorry, in my opinion. So I'm gonna just fire off a T-Bolt. T-Bolt has good potential, even if Solgaleo swaps in, to get a potential para. Not that I'm asking for it, but it's overall just a better play than to go for the Shadow Ball and get swept by this thing. Anything's better than that, fan, because I'm like, oh no, oh no. So of course he does take spikes, so that tells me he's definitely not boots. T-Bolt comes out and does, you know, a little chunk there, a little chip. You can take that chip. But we do get the Lefty's recovery here, and I think at this point I'm just going to go ahead and sack Gardevoir, just because I don't feel like I have great switch-ins into this. I'm going to attempt a trick here just so I can take away its item. I'm looking, and I don't want to waste a sash on Infernape. I don't want to just swap Heart into Treads, because Treads could eat a hit from this thing at full, so it guarantees a rapid spin. It does go for the Sunsteel Strike here, unfortunately, and it's going to take out Gardevoir. So Gardevoir is going to take a nice quick nap after some of the work it's put in, which is fine. We still managed to trick the Avalugg, and we're down 2 Mons already into this, but we have our strongest Mons in the back. Of course, we're gonna go out to 8-Ball, the Iron Treads here, little homie, little mechanical homie, you know what I'm saying, little 8-Ball in the corner pocket, you know what I'm saying. We do get the speed drop, unfortunately, because we are pads, just because there's Zapdos on the other side of the field, so I want this to counter Zapdos if possible. But what I'm going to do is just try to chip the Solgaleo into Earthquake range, if possible, so we should be able to speed up with it after a rapid spin. So he does have to go for the agility here, which is pretty cool. I mean, most of these run Flame Charge, so I'm kind of thankful that he ran agility over Flame Charge. I mean, he gets a +2 off rip instead of damaging me. That's a good trade-off, but you know what? I'll take that. It rolls in my favor, because I still got Treads at full, which means I can eat an Earthquake from this thing as long as I don't boost it. And he went for Fangs there. I'm not entirely sure if he was predicting the Infernape to come in, which is fair. It's fair. I mean, you don't think that I'd keep the Treads in on an Earthquaking after he revealed Earthquake, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, a second Fangs was fair. But I just went for the rapid spin to keep up pace with him, and now I believe after 2 rapid spins, he should be guaranteed in range of the Earthquake coming from this thing. And of course, he's going to realize that and withdraw the Solgaleo, as the Speedy Treads is about to claim one as Ribombee comes in. It is not eating this Earthquake whatsoever, especially after spike damage. So Earthquake gonna come out and claim the first kill on the side of the field. So really cool. Good job, Treads. Crit, sorry about that. I guess it mattered. At like what, 20 HP maybe at best. That's a very generous estimation. But I'm gonna see what my opponent opts to do here. Obviously, there's a couple options he's got here. Zapdos is definitely one of them. But like I said, we are running the Protective Pads Ice Spinner tech for this, especially if it's offensive Zapdos. But we should be able to outspeed everything on the field. We are +1 speed thanks to the rapid spin. So Lilligant does come out. Lilligant is kind of a problem, but it does take Spikes chips, or at least not boots. So this really makes my range better on Ice Spinner. I don't think it kills from this, because Lilligant does have some decent physical bulk, but it should do a ton of damage. That should let any one of my Mons revenge kill. And it lives at like literal 1 without a sash. So sad. I don't know if that was the roll. I didn't calc this, but I figured might as well get this damage with Treads. Treads did his job, got this threat out. Because I couldn't just let a victory dance for free, you know what I'm saying? But my Treads being at +1 speed kind of threatened everything, so it's kind of forced him to go for that kill. So now we're gonna go out to Quasar. Choice Scarf Quasar without the webs should outspeed everything on the field, and potentially 1 or 2 shot everything with Moongeist Beam. This is unfortunately the debut and, you know, the exit appearance by Non-Wings. So next week we'll have Lunala, the unfused version. However, this is going to pick up a nice clean KO on the Lilligant right here. Let's go. And you guys will notice I only have 5 Moongeist Beams when I fused these two. I actually forgot to PP max the Lunala I already have, because it was a Lunala that I had chilling from my Pokemon home. I think I caught it in Sword and Shield, if I'm not mistaken. I shiny hunted it for a while, so pretty cool that I got to use my old Lunala for that. But it was my mistake. I only have 5 Moongeist Beams, and guess what? There's 5 Mons. Well, there were 5 Mons previous to the Lilligant on my opponent's team, so we gotta hope. Bruh. Iron Fraud, I love it, man. Shouts to Sky for that one. He a real one. But we got 5 Moongeist Beams. They got 5 kills. Can we do it? This thing's gonna drop for sure. We're faster than him. It's not Scarf. It's not booster speed. So we just one-shot it to hell. It's got no SPDF on that side, which is really nice. Now, the thing is, the only thing that I'm questioning is the Zapdos. The Zapdos could be a potential two-shot here. As I think I've ran it in mocks, even offensive Zapdos gets two-shot. It doesn't quite kill with a one Moongeist beam. But we are Modest Choice Scarf Dawn Wings. We do not care. We're going to click this button. If, you know, if we don't kill it in one shot, then I guess we go out to hands and claim the last kill or Infernate. But we actually land a critical hit. I am sorry. I'm pretty sure that one mattered. But Lunala is just, not Lunala. Well, Dawn Wings, Necrozma, kind of a Lunala, is claiming kills after kill after kill. It's on a tear, baby. Let's go, family. Let's go. So, of course, Avalon comes out, and this is Terra Ghost. Even if it's Terra, it's not living. It's taking the spike, so it's not boots. Obviously, we stole that from his lefties, so we knew that for a fact. But Moongeist being going to come out and claim this one as well. And I think all that's left is a Solgaleo that's at less than half now. So this thing should drop to a Moongeist beam, and I think we're on one Moongeist beam left. So Lunala, I keep saying Lunala, bro. I'm out of it, sorry. But Dawn Wings is going to come out with 5 KOs, with 5 Moongeist beams. No PP max is needed. We don't need all that. We go hard, baby. Let's go. Click that last move. One last kill. Moongeist beam comes out, and this should just blow back that lion, baby. Let's go. So big shouts to my boy Sky for playing me and helping me create this content for y'all anyways. And we should be back next Friday with week 2. We're playing against Rain and his Moko Ho-Oh team, and he's got a very scary team. I'm really looking forward to that battle. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all for the next battle. Peace, friends.